Next one.
Optimism, good spirits. Well, hold on. Optimism, good spirits. It's funny, from the time that I figured out something was wrong because they were rushing me in to see the doctor, to the time that I was checked in the hospital, I was optimistic. The doctor did tell me that it was leukemia, but that it was survivable. That, with treatment, I'd leave a normal lifespan. So, I was optimistic. I'm an optimistic person. Some people say, argue about the glass, is it half full, is it half empty? I'm happy I got a glass, so when I find something I could put it in the glass. So, I'm happy, I'm optimistic, and I really prayed about what was going on. I had all that time laying in the hospital, so I'm praying, and it came to me in clarity that I was going to be alright, that I was going to make it through this. And so I thought about the Psalm, lo, though I walk through the valley of death, I should fear no evil, for thine is my rod and my staff. And I really took that to heart. And I prayed and I really believed. And there was no doubt in my mind that God was going to bring me through. Now I wish I'd have left off the Valley of the Shadow of Death part, because I think he took that a little bit too seriously. But here he is talking about optimism, and I'm crying, but I am crying of joy because I just knew I just felt, and I knew that God was going to bring me through. And so I was joking and teasing with the nurses and with my doctors, and just, I was just happy. It was like, nothing hurt yet. They kept taking blood. They took me down and they gave me a PET scan, and they gave me x-rays, and doing all this testing, and then they moved me from community hospital over to St. Bernardine's. And I'm like, well, what are they moving me for? I can't figure this out. Found out later that my good friend Jack Katzman, who's on the board of community hospital, actually I know everybody on the board of St. Bernardine's Hospital. He had called him, I told him that I was there. He called and had me moved to St. Bernardine's because in his opinion it's a better hospital. He wanted me to have the best. So they moved me over to St. Bernardine's, and so in a span of a week I got two opinions, both opinions that said that I had CLL, chronic lymphatic leukemia, and that that was the diagnosis, but that it was treatable. But it was stage 4 and it was very aggressive, and I needed to start treatment as soon as possible. Now I'm in the hospital over the New Year's, so it's kind of a light staff because I'm in the hospital over New Year's Eve, and it's people are coming and going, and doctor comes in to see me at 10 o'clock at night, and he's talking to me, and I told him that I'd been through some good codependent counseling, and that I had just taken the word alcohol and drugs off and put cancer on, and that I was able to use my tools, and that by using my tools I was able to I was really working through this, and it kept me an optimist. And he reached in his pocket and he showed me something I'd never seen, a 40-year AA chip. It's a chip that said he had been in Alcoholics Anonymous for 40 years. And he said, you got the right idea here. And he shared with me, and he said, don't listen to anybody who tells you how long you have to live. Because I'm an oncologist, and I got patients whose doctors told them they had a year to live, 3 years to live, and the doctors are dead, and they're my patients. So don't worry about that. You'll live as long as you live. And he gave me more optimism. And I've been optimistic through this whole thing. I've seen the other side. I'm going to make it through this. There's no doubt.